So it's for somebody that is starting out, that really just isn't sure what to do. What kind of advice would you give them?
I think the first thing is, what are you passionate about? What is something that really just fires you up? And is it something you can make money at? For example, I know someone who worked as a controller for a law firm. She was an accountant, and she worked out regularly. And during the pandemic, she started doing workouts in the park. Long story short, she literally moved to Miami and runs a whole fit camp on the beach and quit the corporate world because that's what lit her up. She never intended ever in life to be an entrepreneur. She thought she'd be corporate her whole life, but she figured out it was something she was good at. People were drawn to her and she could change people's lives. And that meant way more than a corporate paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kind of accidentally got into entrepreneurship as well. My degree was in math education, and I was a teacher for 5 years. I left to have a baby, and then I thought I'd go back to teaching. Oops, came second baby, and then my degree had kind of lapsed, so I could go back, get my degree, or take a job. I got the job, ended up just being a disaster. Won't go into all the details, but it was just a really bad situation. Meanwhile, my husband said, sales. So if you're any retired or burned out teachers out there, you are perfect for sales. You might think it's an awful, awful, awful career. It's not. It utilizes every skill you have, presentation, speaking, working with people. It's everything you love to do as a teacher, but it pays much better.
I was just going to say, all of my clients who are the many of my clients who are the best, most well off, either they themselves are in sales or their husbands are in sales.
Yep, absolutely. Sales is nothing happens without sales. I was just listening to another podcast earlier today on my break because why not? And he said, look, he was a sales rep in a company, and one day one of the higher ups, the VP of something came to him and said, "Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for being so consistent and doing such great sales." And he goes, "Oh, okay, cool." And he goes, "Cuz without you, I wouldn't have a job." Because everything, I mean, the CEO does not get paid if salespeople are not making sales. It all comes, they're the first domino in the line.